When do we want it? What do we want? When do we want it? What do we want? When do we want it? I said, what do we want? When do we want it? What do we want? When do we want it? What do we want? When do we want it? What do we want? When do we want it? What do we want? When do we want it? What do we want? When do we want it? What do we want? When do we want it? No justice! No peace! 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 No justice! No justice! No peace! No justice! No peace! No justice! Answers now! Answers now! Answers now! Answers now! Answers now! Nigerian lives matter! Nigerian lives matter! Nigerian lives matter! Black lives matter! Remind them Black lives matter! Nigerian lives matter! Nigerian lives matter! Nigerian lives matter! Nigerian lives matter! want?
Answers!
When do we want it?
Now!
What do we want?
Answers!
When do we want it?
Now!
What do we want? When do we want it?
Now!
What do we want?
Answers!
When do we want it?
Now!
I said, what do we want?
Answers!
When do we want it?
Now!
What do we want?
Answers!
When do we want it?
Now!
What do we want?
Answers!
When do we want it?
Now!
What do we want?
Answers!
When do we want it?
Now!
What do we want?
Answers!
When do we want it?
Now!
I said, what do we want?
Answers!
When do we want it?
Now!
Answers! has a question. Are you tired? No! Oh, I repeat, are you tired?
No!
Will you give up?
No!
What is your routine?
Emmanuel, I thought he said, are we going to keep
That's not it. Are you tired?
No!
Are you tired?
No!
Will you give up?
No!
Why did you hear that? Will you give up?
No!
Will you give up?
No!
What do we want?
Answers!
When do we want it?
Now!
What do we want?
Answers!
When do we want it?
Now!
What do you want?
Answers!
When do we want it?
Now!
What do we want?
Answers!
When do we want it?
Now!
What do we want?
Answers!
When do we want it?
Now!
What do we want?
Answers!
When do we want it?
Now!
What do we want?
Answers!
When do we want it?
Now!
What do we want?
Answers!
When do we want it?
Now!
What do we want?
Answers!
When do we want it?
I'm alright, thank you.
What do we want?
Answers!
When do we want it? What do we want?
Answers!
When do we want it?
Now!
What do we want?
Answers!
When do we want it?
Now!
Sorosoke! We are saying Sorosoke. Sorosoke!
Answers!
Sorosoke!
Answers!
Sorosoke!
Answers!
Sorosoke!
Answers!
Sorosoke!
Answers!
Sorosoke!
Listen to us, Sorosoke!
Sorosoke!
Answers!
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 Sorosoke! 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 Sorosoke!
Louder, louder, louder!
Answers now!
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 cannot make our voice silent no more. We're Nigerians. We're here to stay. Nigerian lives matter.
Okay guys, I've just been informed. Please socially distance because can't lie. We may be... Okay, please just stay safe, socially distance. Don't be too close to each other so you don't get fined or arrested. Thank you very much.
You guys, we're going to now have a minute silence for those on Tuesday and throughout this struggle who have sadly lost their lives to their own bullets, who have sadly lost their lives to state-sanctioned violence. We are going to hold a minute silence for those who have sadly lost their lives because the government is unwilling.
Yes.
A government is unwilling to consider the genuine demands of its own people.
Yes.
And for the respect of those lives and desire to continue the movement that they have left behind, we will not forget their names. We will not forget the legacy that they have left behind for us to carry. So right now, I want you guys to hold a minute silence. Starting now.
We are going to take up space.
Yes!
We're going to take a minute silence.
and we are going to take our space. As uncomfortable as it makes other people feel, as it disrupted your day today, Nigerian lives matter. They just do. And we are all together in solidarity on this.
Yes.
The ending starts now. We in the diaspora, we see you in Nigeria, we feel your pain. We're coming out for you. For those who their voices and their names are not known, from those who have lost their loved ones, who cannot say goodbye to them, for those who constantly feel threatened. To protest is our civic rights. In Nigeria, that's been taken away from us. As a Nigerian and proud, I'm unapologetic about the way I use my privilege to amplify the voices of those who no longer can speak. Nigeria is a beautiful place, but the UK is an innocent too. Yeah. So as we're here, we want them to acknowledge what they played their part in. 3 million invested by the UK to the SARS departments. We need you to understand, Great Britain would not be great without Nigeria!
Yes.
When you tell us to go back to where we came from, give me my shit and I will go back.
Yes.
Your museums are filled with our artifacts that you stole from the Benin Kingdom, from the Yoruba land. Nigeria is free, and I need you to recognize that we are not going to be silent. All Nigerian lives matter. Every single one of them.
Yes.
And as much as the police is uncomfortable, we're taking space. Promise. Give me a bit.
Yeah, we're leaving now, guys. We're going that way. Going that way. Guys, hold on. Let's get the banners in front first. Let's get the banners in front. Let's get the banners in front first.
And the banner and the flags are there. Banner first, flags, and then everybody starts moving. Everybody stays behind the banner.
All right, you guys, we're going to continue with our demands. We're going to continue. We're going to continue with our genuine request for the Nigerian government.
Nigerian lives matter!
Nigerian lives matter!
Nigerian lives matter!
All right, let's move.
We need your beats.
Let's go.
Are you ready?
I need to feel my ancestors come true. I need to be able to speak. I need a shoe. I need a groove. I need jobs. We are people united. Nigerians, we are united. Our allies, we are united. Are you ready?
No! Let's go! End SARS now! Buhari's been a bad boy.
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 Buhari must go.
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 Enough is enough.
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 For all you men on the street right now, let me explain what's happening. We are fighting against SARS. SARS stands for the Special Anti-Robbery Squad in Nigeria. It was created in 1992 and has been disbanded 4 times. However, it is still out on the streets killing my people. A few days ago, on Leicester Bridge, they massacred my people, saying that they killed 1 person, but witnesses say over 100 people have died. We are here, standing in solidarity with our sisters and brothers that are still Nigerian fighting right now. Say, end SARS now!
End SARS now.
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 All Black Lives Matter!
All Black Lives Matter.
All Black Lives Matter!
All Black Lives Matter. Buhari's been a bad boy. Buhari's been a bad boy. Buhari's been a bad boy. Buhari's been a bad boy.
End SARS now!
End SARS now.
End SWAT now!
End SWAT now.
End SARS now!
End SARS now.
End SWAT now!
End SWAT now.
You guys, there is a song that is very reminiscent of struggles that have gone on throughout Nigeria's history. And for many of you here, you might know the song, but I will start and feel free to join me. Solidarity forever.
Solidarity forever. Solidarity forever.
We shall always fight for our rights.
Solidarity forever. Solidarity forever. Solidarity forever.
We shall always fight for our rights. Solidarity. I want to hear it.
Solidarity forever.
Okay, solidarity forever.
We shall always fight for our rights. Solidarity. Solidarity forever. Solidarity forever.
Solidarity forever. We shall always fight for our rights.
Solidarity.
On the front line for each and every year in Nigeria. We are standing in solidarity with those who rise
Forever. Solidarity forever.
both whose names are
Solidarity forever. We shall always fight
who
for our rights.
continually go out today, even as we speak. See the brothers and sisters every day. Those who have been defeated, whose dreams have been fought, and
forever.
After this, do
Solidarity forever. We shall always fight for our rights. Solidarity forever. Solidarity forever. Solidarity forever. We shall always fight for our rights.
We know go green, we know go green.
Please, let me just say, we are not ashamed for you guys. We are screaming for our rights. Don't come into the protest like it is a concert. We are fighting for our rights and the rights of our sisters and brothers back home. So, do not take it as a concert. Thank you. Let's keep going.
Boom! We not agree. We not agree. We not agree. Hands up now. We not agree. What the fuck? We not agree. We not agree. Hands up now.
We not agree. We not agree. We not agree. Hands up now.
We not agree.
We not agree. We not agree. Hands up now. We not agree. We not agree. We not agree. Hands up now. We not agree. We not agree. We not agree. Hands up now. We not agree.
We not agree, we not agree.
Hands up now. We not agree.
We not agree, we not agree.
Hands up now. We not agree. We not agree. We not agree. Hands up now. We not agree. We not agree. We not agree. Hands up now. We not agree.
We not agree,
We not agree. Hands up now. We not agree. We not agree. We not agree. Hands up now. We not agree. We not agree. We not agree.
What?
Hands up now. We not agree. We not agree. Hands up now. We not agree.
Say what?
We not agree. We not agree.
What?
Hands up now. We not agree.
What?
We not agree.
What?
Hands up now. We not agree.
What?
We not agree. We not agree. Hands up now. We not agree. We not agree. We not agree. Hands up now. We not agree. 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 Hands up now. We not agree.
We not agree, we not agree. Hands up now, we not agree. We not agree, we not agree. Hands up now, we not agree. We not agree, we not agree. Hands up now, we not agree. Louder, louder, louder. We not agree. We not agree, we not agree. Hands up now, we not agree. We not agree, we not agree. Hands up now, we not agree. We not agree, we not agree.
You what?
Hands up now, we not agree.
Again?
We not agree, we not agree. Hands up now, we not agree. We not agree, we not agree. Hands up now, we not agree. No justice! No justice! No justice! No justice! No justice! No justice! When you report? When you report it? When you report?
matter. Nigerian lives matter. Nigerian lives matter. Enough is enough.
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 Let's go. We don't agree. We don't agree. Answers now. We don't agree. We don't agree. We don't agree. Answers now. We don't agree. We don't agree. We don't agree. Answers now. We don't agree. We don't agree. We don't agree. Answers now. We don't agree. We don't agree. We don't agree. Answers now. We don't agree. We don't agree. We don't agree. Answers now. We don't agree. We don't agree. We don't agree. Answers now. We don't agree. We don't agree. We don't agree. Answers now. We don't agree. Stay behind the banner, guys. Let's keep going. All right.
Volunteer or anything, stay behind the banner and the flag.
All right, guys. I'm going to ask you guys a question.
If you're not part of the project,
We not agree, we not agree. Answers now. We not agree, we not agree. Answers now. We not agree. Nigerian lives matter! Answers no.
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 Answers no. Answers no. Answers no. Answers no. Answers no. Answers no. Answers no. Answers no. Answers no. Answers no. Answers no.
Answers no.
Answers no.
Answers no.
Answers no.
Answers no.
Answers no.
Answers no.
Answers no.
Answers no.
Answers no.
Answers no.
Answers no.
Answers no.
End police brutality.
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 Enough is enough.
Enough is enough.
Enough is enough.
Enough is enough.
Okay.
Enough is enough.
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 Buhari must go.
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 For those of you who may be confused about what this protest is about, for those of you who are onlooking, and those of you who are wondering why your nice coffee is being distorted today by some nice and angry young youths, I would advise you to take time out of your wonderful and lovely Sunday in the center of London to set up NSAS. People around the world, especially in Nigeria, are still victims of police brutality today. A special anti-robbery squad tasked with defending and protecting the people of Nigeria has slipped into profiling, into neglect, into serious abuse of power, and worst of all, murdering of young people across Nigeria. What do we want? And when do we want it? What do we want? When do we want it? What do we want? When do we want it? What do we want? When do we want it? What do we want? When do we want it? What do we want? When do we want it? What do we want? When do we want it? What do we want, guys? What do we want? When do we want it? What do we want? When do we want it? What do we want? When do we want it? What do we want? When do we want it? Say, what do we want? When do we want it? What do we want? When do we want it? I said, what do we want? When do we want it? What do we want? When do we want it? What do we want? When do we want it? What do we want? When do we want it? What do we want? When do we want it? What do we want? When do we want it? What do we want? When do we want it? What do we want? When do we want it? What do we want? When do we want it? What do we want? When do we want it? What do we want? When do we want it? What do we want? When do we want it? What do we want? When do we want it? What do we want? When do we want it? No justice. No justice.
stand as much as possible, guys. No justice! 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 End SARS now! 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 Buhari must go! 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 Buhari must go!
EndSARS now. We no go gree. We no go gree. Oh, we no go gree. EndSARS now. We no go gree. We no go gree. EndSARS now.
I know they know they hear people, but we no go gree.
We no go gree. EndSARS now. We no go gree. We no go gree. Oh, we no go gree. EndSARS now. We no go gree. EndSARS now. We no go gree. We no go gree. Oh, we no go gree. EndSARS now. We no go gree. We no go gree. Oh, we no go gree. EndSARS now. We no go gree. Oh, we no go gree. EndSARS now. I said we no go gree. EndSARS now. We no go gree. Oh, we no go gree. EndSARS now. We no go gree. We no go gree.
I would like to congratulate you guys on getting here before our very favorite men in green. You guys were very competitive and we encourage competition both in this country and in Nigeria, but today we no go green. Yeah. Today we no go green. Amen. Like our brothers and sisters in Nigeria were doing on the 20th of October 2020 as they patriotically held their flags high, their hearts in their hands, and sang in fullest of glory their esteemed national anthem. So shall we do outside our own commission today. The singing of the national anthem and the flags were the only things your favorite Nigerians were armed with the day they were murdered. No guns, no bullets, a song, a flag. Spread out, guys. A song.
Please, socially distance, I beg you.
You guys spread out as much as you can, please. Come on. Guys at the back, spread out. You'll still be able to hear me, I promise. All right. We just a song, a cry in their hearts, and a hope for the future. So shall we do today. So if anyone has a much better voice than me and knows the national anthem, please. Yeah. No, that's what. You guys spread out as much as we can before we start. Spread out as much as we can. Guys with the banners, we can come, but please spread out.
Banners come forward, everybody spread out. Banners come forward, everybody spread out.
Spread out as much as you can, guys, please, and put on your masks, please. All right. That's where you're going.
Guys, can you please socially distance? Those at the back, we can't move into the back room.
Come down. We're going down now, we're going down. So you guys can spread out. Spread out.
Sorry, can we move back?
All right.
You, yeah. Now, we're going down. Yeah, we follow everybody.
Stop now! Stop now!
Alright. You guys, just like as your favorite compatriots did, just as your compatriots did on the day they were massacred, we are going to sing also in solidarity with them the Nigerian national anthem, whose words hold a blueprint and a plan for what this country ought to be. He holds a plan from what our current leaders are holding us back against. So in 3, 2, 1, arise, oh, come. Louder. Nigerians call obey to serve our Father with love and strength and faith. The labor of our heroes past shall never be in vain. Louder. To serve with hearts and might, one nation bound in freedom, peace and unity. Just like I said last week, the last line is all 3 things that the current state of Nigeria is lacking today. One nation bound in freedom, peace, and unity. Your leaders have held you back from that desirable future. So one last time, we will sing that last time in unity. 3, 2, 1. One nation bound in freedom, peace and unity. Thank you very much, guys.
No justice!
please move to the left? Wait, what?
The people on the left. Don't worry. Can we ask you, please don't do that here? I beg. So that the people on the left of this pole, please, can you just move a little bit down? Let's make sure that those at the back can hear. Please. Keep moving. Let's socially distance. Can we get the people at the back? Can you then move down? And we want most of you to talk.
Yeah.
No. So can we get more of you to calm down? Just keep moving. Thank you. There's still space in the corner. I need you to take our space. Spread our space. Thank you.
No, just move down. This is like,
Everyone move down.
We not agree, oh, we not agree. Extras now, we not agree. We not agree, oh, we not agree. Extras now, we not agree. I say we not agree, oh, we not agree. Extras now, we not agree. I say we not agree, oh, we not agree. Extras now, we not agree. I say we not agree, oh, we not agree. Extras now,
We don't agree. Okay.
we not agree, oh, we not agree.
We don't agree.
So it's okay. How many people?
Sazi go kill. How many people Sazi go
I
kill?
say how many people? Sazi go kill.
How many people Sazi go kill?
Hey, they go kill us, Taya. Hey, they go kill us, Taya. Hey. I say
How many people Sazi go kill?
how many people? Sazi go kill.
How many people Sazi go kill?
I say how many people? Sazi go kill.
How many people Sazi go kill?
Hey, they go kill us, Taya.
Then go kill us, Taya. Hey, then go kill us, Taya. How many people Sazi go kill?
They're not gonna kill us, so they're not gonna kill us, so
Solidarity
forever.
forever.
Solidarity forever. Solidarity forever.
Always fight for our rights. Louder. Solidarity
Forever. Solidarity. Forever.
We shall always fight for our rights.
Solidarity forever. Solidarity forever. Solidarity forever.
We shall always fight for our rights. Solidarity forever.
Nigerians, are you tired? Nigerians, have you had justice?
No.
Nigerians, Bahari must. Bahari must. Bahari must. No justice. No justice. No justice. No justice. We are here to find solutions as a people.
Yes.
We are here to find a new Nigeria. We are here to tell them we will not tolerate it no more. We are here to stand united. United we, divided we, united we, divided we, united we, divided we. What do we want? I'm going to do a chant and call back. When I say what we want, you're going to say freedom. I'm going to say freedom from what? You're going to say freedom from corruption. I'm going to say freedom from what? You're going to say freedom from bad governance. I'm going to say freedom from what? You're going to say freedom of speech. Nigerians, what do you want? Freedom from what? From what? Freedom from what? You need to be one voice now. I'm going to do it again. First you do corruption, then you do bad governance, then you do freedom of speech. Nigerians, what do you want? Freedom from what? Freedom from what? Freedom of what? I love you all, every single one of you. Guys, so I'm hurt. I am so hurt from all I've seen these past few weeks. The last week has been one of the hardest things for me. It has been one of the hardest weeks for me. Hearing and seeing my people cry, seeing my people dying has just hurt me so much. I am the co-founder of an organization called All Black Lives UK, and one thing that I've realized is in the West, when we say all black lives, a lot of people don't think about African lives. But aren't we still black? Are we still not black? Yes. When we speak about ending police brutality, they only seem to care about the West. But are we not suffering from police brutality in our own countries? Are we not? You can't stand for black lives. You can't say Black Lives Matter if you're ignoring the sufferings of our people in our country right now. SARS has been disbanded 4 times, but what is still there killing people right now? 4 times since 1992. We have a government that is failing us. We have Buhari who went on TV and ignored everything. He was waffling for 10 minutes straight. Waffling 10 minutes straight. For some reason, this has been going on and we cannot allow this anymore. My generation has stood and fought for their lives. My generation in Nigeria is fighting right now. They are risking their lives right now, so I stand with them right now. And that is why we scream, end SARS now! 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 End SWAT 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 now! Guys, I would like to introduce a speaker, an uncle, Professor Chris Imafidon. Please give a round of applause, please.
Ladies and gentlemen, I was astonished on Tuesday night when I saw different people from different races singing the national anthem and holding on flags. I was shocked that live bullets were shot at youths. I was shocked, ladies and gentlemen, because in that group, there was no Hausa person, there was no Igbo person, there was no Yoruba person. They were all digital natives. They had common cause. And what they asked for was not more money, it was not a golden elephant. What they asked for was justice. Ladies and gentlemen, they didn't ask for wealth. They could have asked for wealth. They did not ask for roads. They could have asked for roads. They asked for hospitals and they asked for schools. They asked for basic necessity. Why will you shoot an unarmed king? Ladies and gentlemen, this is worse than George Floyd. Ladies and gentlemen, this is worse than Breonna Taylor. Because that was adult shooting adult. Shame on you! Shame on you! Shame on you! Shame on you! If you were part of that conspiracy, shame on you! We are not saying nothing on you. Every single person in power at the federal level, at the state level, you must realize this. This new generation is different. This new generation has more powers than you think. This new generation is the hashtag generation. This new generation has the mobile phones, and the mobile phone is more powerful than your ammunition. This new generation will not take any nonsense. Ladies and gentlemen, there is a new sheriff in town. There is a new leadership emerging. This is the change. Yes. You cannot resist. You cannot fight. You cannot do anything against the truth. The truth will prevail. Yes. Your addiction to oil will be cured. The wealth belongs to the people, not the politicians. The wealth belongs to this youth. Yes. These youth are not the leaders of tomorrow. Yes. They are the leaders of today. We start today. Yes. And we declare it today. We declare it today. The youth has come. Quit now in peace. Because no justice, no peace. 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 God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
My fellow Nigerians and those who are with us today as allies, to you Nigerians specifically, like I said earlier when we started the march at Marble Arch, you have dealt with an avalanche of emotions this week. Like me, I'm sure many of you have struggled with the future of this movement. I'm sure, like many of you, you've struggled with the future of NSAS. I'm sure, like many of you, you saw your government come on TV to threaten your constitutional rights. And I want to ask you a simple question. All that being said, are you tired? No! That's not loud enough. I want to ask you again. Let Buhari hear you in Asurok. Are you tired? No! Have you given up? No! Will you relent? No! What do we want? Justice! When do we want it? Now! What do we want? Justice! When do we want it? Now! You will try to cover up the massacre that occurred on Tuesday, but we want to tell you, we are past that now. The secrets of your atrocities are out. And we demand to know who ordered it. We demand justice for those who are dead. Yes, yes, yes. We demand a new structure of leadership. Yes. Your government has for too long, impeded your aspirations. Your government has too long cut your dreams short, limited your capacity, reduced your projection. And I want you to say that the time for that is done. We might not win today. We might not win tomorrow. Our victory may not manifest himself anywhere within the next future. But I want to tell you guys that anything good does not come easy. Your stamina will be tested. They will divide you. They will put Hausas against Yorubas. Listen. They will put Yorubas against Igbos. Listen. They will put Idomas against thieves. They will put Shuas against Kanuri. They will pit each and every single one of us together, because you know why? They do not have anything against us. They know that our views are aligned. Our agenda aligned. For the first time in a very long time, Nigerians speak with one voice. They ask for a leader from all of you so that they can settle him, kill him, attack him, shut him up. You are all capable of this movement, of leading this movement. There is nothing each and every one of us has demanded in one voice that requires it to be funneled through one other person. When people ask you for leadership, tell them to go and set up NSAS. Say that hashtag is our leader. Everything we want is inscribed in that decree.
Yes. We are all leaders.
We are all leaders. We must maintain focus. The task ahead of us, I cannot I cannot be euphemistic. The task ahead of us is steep. These people have had over 60 years of independence to build their structures of oppression. You will not topple it in a day. You will not topple it in a week. It takes conscious, deliberate efforts to ensure that we take Nigeria back from the cold hands of corruption and death. So what do we want? And when do we want it? Thank you very much, guys. Great Nigerians! Great Nigerians! Let me first of all introduce myself briefly. I started in the Ministry of Justice in Nigeria, worked as a law enforcement officer for many years before I came to the United Kingdom. I'm a British Nigerian. I am a lawyer by profession. I'm a lawyer by... Okay. I am a lawyer by profession, an international lawyer. And I am a fundamental human rights activist. So, I want to assure you that this movement is just starting. I want to assure you Nigerians and our friends across the globe that this movement is what? Just started. For the avoidance of doubt, my name is Sebastian Townsend Ukegesen.
Say that again.
Sebastian Townsend Ukegesen, a barrister and solicitor of the Supreme Court of Nigeria, regulated here in the UK by Solicitors Regulation Authority. My law firm is called New Dawn Legal Services, and I have associates across the world. I have barristers, attorneys in the USA, in Canada, in Nigeria, Ghana, Uganda. We are gathering our legal forces because we said we are not going to fight this battle with guns.
No.
We are not going to fight with cutlasses.
No, not
we are not going to be intimidated either.
No.
So we are going to be in their face
Yes.
until they keep possession of Nigeria.
Yes. We're going to use the brain first.
Okay, let me tell you something more. Let me tell you something about me. In 2002, I predicted a mental revolution in Nigeria. I wrote a book about it. And I said because we cannot continue in corruption and corrupt practices. Because that's the only reason we are where we are. That is the only reason. It's not Hausa Fulani. I have Hausa Fulani as friends. I have Hausa Fulani as colleagues. They are not our problem. Our problem are corrupt politicians. When you go on my Facebook page, I was one of those who campaigned for Governor Obaseki. Because I said Adam Oshomole, the greatest dictator from Edo State, must fall down. I'm from Edo State. I was the first Edo State president in the Nigerian Law School that also became the inaugural president of the Niger Delta State Student Association of the Nigerian Law School campuses. We shook the law school when we were there. 2014, go and ask about our class of 2014. We did things that weren't done before in the law school. We called the ministers. I went out, yours sincerely, went to the National Assemblies. I met all the senators from the Niger Delta. I met the ministers from Niger Delta. I was knocking on their door and insisting, you must serve your people. And when I was leaving the United Kingdom to come back and look after my children for a while, I said, I will be back like Arnold Schwarzenegger. So I want you to know this. Do not be afraid. Like I said, we are going to be peaceful.
Yes.
Let us not make the mistake of turning this peaceful protest into opportunity for people to discredit us and discredit our movement. We are not going to preach hatred. We are going to preach love. I'm a Christian lawyer. I believe in love. Love conquers all things. Love conquers all things. Love conquers all things. And let me say this quickly also. I'm about to go and launch a movement in Nigeria, but bless God for this movement. And I want to tell you why. I'll be sending warning notices to all of them, the politicians. Get ready to give way. Because I, Sebastian Townsend Ukegesen, was a visitor to Aso Rock Villa. But come 2023, I am working in there as the president of the Federal Republic. Let's go. And I want to assure you, I have all the network. I'm a member of the Nigerian Institute of Management since 2002. I'm a member of the Chartered Institute of Public Relations of Nigeria since 2000. I'm a member of the Nigerian Institute of Marketers since 2002. I have studied 8 professions on the face of the earth. Law is just one of them. And I have managed different services. Like I said, I started as a law enforcement officer. So there is nothing that anybody will tell me about security or anything. So now, please, I'm going to hand over this mic to someone else. You are all leaders. I'm not your leader. I'm your servant. If you need me, if anybody is discriminating against you, harassing you, whether it be here in the United Kingdom, whether it be in Nigeria, in Australia, I have lawyers, barristers, like I said, across the world. I will link you up with the right lawyers. And guess what? The best of all, we will do it free of charge.
Hi guys, so next speaker, please give a round of applause for Desola. About us being the future of Nigeria. Our generation is so strong. We are smart. We are smart. We are intelligent. We know what is going on. This corruption will end with our generation. No longer will Nigerians have to fly to America and England to be great and to be successful. We will excel in our own country. Our own doctors will be the best doctors in the world. Our own athletes will be the best athletes in the world. Our scientists will excel in the mighty name of God. Do you know why? Because we excel in other people's countries. So why are we not excelling in our own? Exactly! Corruption will end with us today. This generation will be the last generation to face the corruption that this government has brought down upon us. No longer will our people be oppressed under this government. Honestly, I'm 17 years old, so how can me, at my age, I don't know that the rest of them will do. Why am I at my age? I don't see. This just shows you are never too young to understand what is right and wrong. You are never too young to make a change. You are never too young to speak up against the pathetic way that this government has oppressed us. I, for one, will never be quiet. I will never be quiet till Nigeria is at the top of these countries. Nigeria makes more money than America. Nigeria is better than England. Why do English people get their cocoa butter? When they get their Joe Faso, they get it from our own people. Why are our own people not successful? Why are we getting our hair from China when we could be making it in our own country? This coronavirus has taught me one thing. It doesn't matter how locked down we are, how many times we are in our houses, we will never be quiet. We will never be silent. We are one Lagos. We are one Nigeria. We are one Africa. There's no Igbo, there's no Yoruba. We are Nigerians.
Yes, say that
Thank you,
again.
everyone.
No peace. No peace.
This is the wrong generation to mess with.
You guys, each and every one of you, young people like me, you have all declared that this is the wrong generation to mess with. But I have something to tell you. You must prove it. Do not think for 1 second that generations before you did not attempt what we are doing today. They did, and they did not live in the era of social media like they did. Only God knows the amount of massacres the government has pursued against its own citizens, because the one we caught on video with a lot of evidence, they still deny. So only God knows what else they have denied. You have messed with the wrong generation cannot be just rhetoric. You mess with you mess with you mess with the wrong generation cannot be rhetoric. You mess with the wrong generation cannot be a passing statement that you proclaim every once in a while on Twitter. You must follow it up with action, with intent, with desire, with passion. With action. Because this is a task that we have before. Let us not forget where this started. And SARS, as of today, as of right now, are on the streets harassing Nigerians as we speak. The SARS that your government proclaimed it ended and replaced are on the streets right now, intimidating your fellow citizens, your fellow Nigerians, your fellow human beings. But now, you may be able to suppress those who lay at home. You may be able to achieve for a short while some sort of return to status quo, but us here will not relent. The people back home will draw strength from us, and the movement will continue over here. So it's okay. We must speak up. Because lives are dependent on how much light we can continually shed on this issue. The president's speech was not aimless and all over the place because he had nothing to say. If you remember, reports before his speech was given was that he was going to take major action. But because a memo arrived from the US and the UK embassy, while they are not perfect, warning the Nigerian government, his speech had to adjust accordingly. That is to say that what we are doing here matters. Yes. What we are doing here is saving lives. Yes. We must continually keep focus on not only today and tomorrow. We must keep focus for 2023 and the preceding election years after. We will not achieve unanimous victory in that year. It will be a consequent and deliberate dismantling of the structures that govern each and every one of you today. Yes. We must restructure the country to work for each and every single one of you. We were built to redistribute our oil wealth for a little bit or a small population of Nigerians. That will not continue anymore. So it's okay.
So we have just been informed that a member of the Samba Drummers Band has been arrested for peacefully protesting and giving us music. When I say the UK is not innocent, I mean the UK is not innocent. Anyways, remember, be careful around these areas because they hate us in our own country and they hate us here as well. We have a legal advisor in the orange thing, so if you need any help, you know who to go to. Anyways, we digress. End SARS now! 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 All Black Lives Matter! All Black Lives Matter! All Black Lives Matter! All Black Lives Matter!
Nigerian lives matter.
Nigerian life matters.
Buhari must go. for me. I've been protesting now for 4 months. I've been protesting since we got the message on Tuesday. As you can hear, my voice is gone. But I'm not tired. I'm not tired.
We got you!
I have to say, let me say something to you, right? Like, let me say this. As we're here, man, extend this thing to now. Don't tire small, yeah, man, don't lie. But you don't tire small. When they fight like this, yeah, man, tell you something. So it has to code switch a little bit and make it plain. More than yeah, I don't tire. It don't too much. It don't too much. The same way when I come here like this now, so that people go lucky. Now the same way when we day here like this, now we go. You guys all need to understand. You need to understand. You need to understand. We are privileged. We in the diaspora, we are privileged. You guys, you leave Nigeria and you just forget your country. It needs to stop. The Nigerian pound is so freaking strong. We are so strong, united. My children deserve a better Nigeria.
Yes! Yes!
Your children deserve a better Nigeria. That queen in the making there, that one right there, that beautiful child deserves a better Nigeria. That's what we're doing this for. This is why we're doing this.
Yes!
So when I say young people's voices are phenomenal in this movement, for our elders, we love and respect you, but we ask you, give us the baton. Pass the baton to us. We see what you have done. We appreciate it. I'll be worry girl, so I go say Negro. I go say Negro. I'm on my knees. I greet you. Now we know the Canada. Nigeria know the Canada. But let me make this clear. As we're talking about this, the reason I feel so weak in my bone, someone spoke to me this morning saying, all these protests you're gonna do, what's gonna happen? Yes. Let me explain. Let me explain. Let me explain. Nigeria is a different kettle of fish. And for you to be able to get change, you need to expose the underbelly of what it is. I see how we are all talking around it. I see how we're saying, you know, no justice, no peace. There are people that don't know what peace looks like. How do you tell someone they can get peace when they don't know anything other than this? Do you understand? People grow up, I grew up knowing that it was normal to pay the police. I grew up thinking that was normal until I came to this country. I grew up normal thinking, let's call it the way it is. The UK, back in Nigeria, we used to think this place was something. I never thought so anyway. I thought my mom, no, I'm not lying. I'm not lying. My mom had to lie to us that we're going to Disney World. I'm not lying. They took me from school. When I came here, I asked my mom, are we suffering? Why are we in these small rooms? Why are we in these small houses? No, let's be real. I need you to change the picture of the Nigeria you think about. I need the British to understand where I come from. Where I come from. Nigeria. You will never enjoy anything until you reach Nigeria. You don't understand how beautiful that place told you. Do not get confused. Don't let them make you think you're just an African. You're not just an African. In between you is where God's come from. The ancestors behind you pull you up. The kings and queens that died for your life. Listen, I'm telling you, we need to decolonize the education. Because until we decolonize it, British people will not understand that their history is nothing without us.
That's a big one.
Do you know another thing about Nigerians? We're the most caring people in the world. We're the happiest people in the world. We're the caringest people in the world. You cannot go to a Nigerian's house without them feeding you. How many protests do you go to that you can have rice and chicken and juice and dodo? Let me explain. As we're talking about our pain, a lot of people have talked about our pain. Let me give you, I want to give you homework to do. I want to give you strategy of what needs to happen next. I need us to think about this. One, you need to educate yourself about what Nigeria is. You need to educate yourself about your history, not the history. Listen, as I talk, nobody go talk. I beg, I don't want anybody to fall. Okay? One, you need to educate yourself. You need to unlearn the lies they told you about Nigeria. You need to unlearn the unconscious bias that you have about different tribes. You need to unlearn the views you have about supporting your own people.
Know thyself, know thy history.
You need to make sure you do that. Two, we need to be united. We need to be united. I repeat, we need to be united. And we need to heal. Let's be honest. This is mental torture. How many of you have managed to sleep more than 5 hours? How many of you? How many of you? I know we don't want to talk about mental health in the black community or in Nigeria because we are so accustomed to brutalization. We're so accustomed to not resolving the problems that we go through. We're so accustomed to saying we need to be strong. In fact, the black woman is told to be strong all the time.
We live in pain. I used to pain.
They say, why they cry? I bet cry your eyes.
We live in pain.
You cannot. It is okay not to be okay. I'm telling you, it is okay
Not to be
not
okay.
to be okay.
That's right.
Because we are suffering.
I'm
Listen,
smiling.
I know they all talk about genocide. This was a genocide.
To us.
This is worse than anything. And more people are dying daily.
Yes.
So don't just talk about Lekki. Listen, this is all over Nigeria. This is happening.
All over.
I want to say thank you to my allies. To my allies who stand with us. To my allies who stand with us. To the Africans in the diasporas. To my Jamaicans. To my Caribbean. You see why we're not able to mention that name? Make sure we're not going to make too much noise. To XR, to the Samba bands. Thank you for giving us music. Thank you for putting yourself through the line.
Thank you.
We celebrate you. I also want to thank demands we want. All the protesters that are illegally arrested, we want them released. We also want to make sure that, sorry, I'd like to bring clear directions. We also want to make sure that all the disbanded SARS police officers do not get redeployed without the right training and the right psych evaluation. They do not deserve to go back into a new route. We also need to make sure that there's an independent police task force that holds the police in Nigeria accountable. We also want to ask sanction on a cap on what the governors can take home. We also need to make sure that there is a living wage for all, so even the police will not feel corrupted. These are the clear demands I can give you. I am begging. We need to celebrate NSAS UK for what they've done in the UK. NSAS UK has done so much in promoting a lot of these activities. NSAS UK has been led by amazing young women. Nicole, wherever you are, I tell you, before you go to any process, make sure you check NSAS UK Instagram. Please, do not just go and start on another thing. Don't go and be donating to everybody. If you don't see it in NSAS UK, please. If you don't see it in All Black Lives Matter, please. If you don't see Black Lives Matter, All Black Lives UK. If you don't see it in Black Lives Matter UK, don't do it. Also,
professionals to write a manifesto. We need all the chiefs all over the UK to link and be a steering committee. We need a steering committee back in Nigeria to communicate when a steering committee here. We need a manifesto. We need professionals. If you've got the skills to write, if you've got IT skills, if you've got graphic skills, leave us your name and your number.
thank you. So can I explain this to you? We are working on uniting Nigerians in the diaspora. We are working and we need all of your voices. Every single person has a part to play. We do not want to go back to Nigeria, and we are there to support the Nigerians there. Please, I am not asking for any saviors from here because we've got some amazing people in Nigeria. So us, we want to support Nigeria too. Even